Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your professional background?
I'm a IT guy, data storage. I work in the virtual world, pushing data around. Well, actually, I provide containers and the users and applications filled it. And disaster recovery is a big part of that. So it's just managing space for computers and users and then being able to recover it if we need it. And there's a lot that goes into that.
So what's been your motivation for wanting to make passive income?
I want to retire and it's getting close and I need additional income. So if I couldn't retire right now if I wanted to, put it that way. So having additional cash flow is necessary. It's not it would be nice, it's necessary.
And what have you actually tried before in terms of trying to make passive income?
Well, I actually did FBA, Amazon FBA. I've been looking at other online activities. Well, FBA actually made a little money. I was importing from China, a little money. It's a lot of work. And I actually bought a product. Someone was selling a product, but
Yeah.
I took that product and took it to another step and found a slightly better product. And I had some other products. There were a couple products that were selling decently, and like I had one okay year. That's what I was doing. I was bundling products and only had a few, but some were selling. And
Okay. But what were some of like the frustrations maybe that you went through with FBA?
it definitely takes time. I probably could have had the bundles better built for me, but having a product is the thing, because so they're good for a while and then they're not popular anymore. So that's the biggest challenge.
How much were you like making like net revenue or net profit? Or what was kind of that monthly income looking like for you?
I think I only made like 30 grand for their year.
Are you still doing that now, or did you kind of let that go because it was a lot of time that it took to operate?
Well, I actually still had my most popular product. I sold out, and we were having that shipping issues. The harbors were getting backed up.
Yes.
Like around COVID. So after that, I haven't, because I would buy a pallet's worth. I didn't do that again.
How did you end up hearing about us? What was there, like an ad or like a video that like kind of got your interest?
Oh yeah, Instagram. Passive income. I like that. That sounded very interesting.
How did you feel just before you made that decision to join ATN? Were you skeptical? Were you nervous? How did you actually feel?
Okay, being brutally honest, I was nervous. I mean, it was a fair amount of money, and the person I was dealing with, I couldn't Google. They didn't exist. That was challenging, but I even asked for, he's like, well, can I pay half of the fee up front and make sure things are copacetic? And then I paid the rest of the entry fee, the golden lead, and just move forward from there. So,
But what ultimately made you join ATN? What was that moment that was like, I'm skeptical, I'm nervous, I don't know if this is real or not, but like what made you cross the line and say, hey, you know what, I actually want to join this network?
well, the potential returns, we saw some good, at least double-digit numbers, really promising, really interesting. That's the biggest thing, definitely.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you saw more than just ATN in your kind of decision-making process, right?
Yeah,
So
but
what,
I think I was pretty much committed, I guess, mentally to ATN, and I might have seen some others, but they weren't as being passive, completely passive. And most of the other ones aren't completely passive.
got it.
So anyone looking for something completely passive, this would be the way to go.
So how was the setup process with Julio? How did all that go as far as getting everything set up for you?
Oh, that was really smooth. There was no problem. I made my first deposit, and then I think a week or two later, I made a second deposit by myself. It all works well.
But what was the ongoing communication, or what has the ongoing communication been? If there's anything that needs to be addressed, or you got questions, how has that been for you?
Oh, that's been good because he's just right on WhatsApp, and I sent a question. There was a little issue with the account, not the account, but the system.
Yep.
They had a web issue.
Yeah.
And Julio was responsive on that. I didn't feel like I was like, oh, left out in the cold or something.
Yeah.
There was someone there.
What do you feel like makes ATN maybe different than some of the other things that you've seen or some of the other things that you've tried?
The other programs weren't completely passive.
How quickly did you start making passive income?
Immediately. I have a spreadsheet. I've been tracking it to the day. Things go up, things go down.
Yeah.
Nothing's perfect, but yeah, I've been making money immediately.
I love that. And so for you, where would you actually rank ATN compared to the other ventures that you've tried?
Well, right now it's number one. I have stock that I've been moving stocks around to get more dividends, but I have to keep an eye on that, and I have to be more involved. So ATN is number one.
Truly, like how passive has ATN been for you after the onboarding phase? Like how much work have you actually had to put into keeping things moving?
Zero, just deposit more money. And not that it's needed, not that it's required. No one has been asking, say, oh, okay, deposit more money, nothing like that. I put it in because I want more growth.
I appreciate you taking the time and giving honest feedback.
Good talk to you.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you soon.
You too. Take care.